Hey everyone, Iridescent here, and in this video I'll be going over the new Nightwolf Evolving Bundle in Dying Light 2, as well as some useful tips on completing some of the quests and bounties. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit the like button, drop a comment, and if you like what you see, do me a solid and consider subscribing to the channel. And with all that being said, let's roll the tape. So looking at everything that is included in the bundle, it looks like we actually get quite a bit. We get the Wolf's Claws, Nightwolf's Rifle Launcher, Crimson Werewolf Howl, Crimson Werewolf Outfit, the Nightwolf Outfit, the Nightwolf's Helmet, the Crimson Werewolf Head, the Nightwolf's Tactical Vest, the Crimson Werewolf Torso, the Nightwolf's Bracers, Crimson Werewolf Bracers, Nightwolf's Gloves, Crimson Werewolf Claws, Nightwolf's Trousers, Crimson Werewolf Trousers, Nightwolf's Boots, Crimson Werewolf Paws, Flying Wolf, that's Paraglider, and the Mooncall Paraglider, the Bite Grapple Hook Skin, and the Fang Weapon Charm. So this bundle is going to cost 1600 DL points, which is going to cost you about $15 to $20. When you buy this bundle, you get half of it up front and the other half is locked behind a 4-part quest line. I'm a bit of a mixed bag on this. On one hand, I think it's cool because it adds a little more spice to a bundle. However, on the other hand, you are paying for quests, and in my opinion, they are kind of lame considering the first 2 quests just contain 2 bounties each, and all of them aren't too exciting and aren't really anything we haven't seen before. But hey, let's jump into the quest line, shall we? We're going to be kicking it off with the Wolf Cub quest, that is quest 1 out of the 4. The Wolf Cub quest contains 2 bounties, Show Your Strength and Sharpen Your Claws. For Sharpen Your Claws, you gotta kill 75 Renegades, and for Show Your Strength, you gotta kill 100 Virals. See what I mean? Nothing we haven't seen before. But anyways, I found the easiest way to complete Show Your Strength was to simply cause a lot of noise to spawn Virals. There are many ways you can go about doing this. You could just go outside and simply do anything that's noisy. However, one of the best methods I found is actually to find a Howler and just let him do his thing. Using guns and grenades obviously also spawns Virals, but I noticed with the Howler it seemed way more consistent. So for me, I'll be sticking to the Howler method. Once you complete Show Your Strength, you'll be rewarded the Crimson Werewolf Paws. These are the exotic boots within the Crimson Werewolf exotic outfit and gear set. In the Sharpen Your Claws bounty, you have to kill 75 Renegades. There are quite a number of ways you could do this bounty as well. You can simply roam the open world and rely on RNG for Renegade event encounters. Not really the best way, but it is an option. Another option is to use a save file where you haven't completed the story, as we know that there are plenty of Renegade encounters during the story. Also, there are side activities such as the outposts that are controlled by Renegade personnel. The reward for completing the Sharpen Your Claws bounty is the Crimson Werewolf Claws, which is the exotic gloves of the Crimson Werewolf gear set and outfit. Once you finish both bounties in the Wolf Cub quest, you'll then be moving on to the Grown Wolf quest, which contains 2 more bounties that are a tad bit more exciting, so you can see the quest line is starting to ramp up a bit, but still not something we haven't seen before. The Grown Wolf quest consists of the Stalk Your Prey and the Bring Fire to the Night bounties. We're going to talk about Stalk Your Prey first and then move on to Bring Fire to the Night. During the Stalk Your Prey bounty, you must kill 25 enemies unaware of your presence. The easiest way to complete this is to head to any GRE building at night and just simply sneak your way through and perform the backstab skill on any sleeping biter or viral. I found that the follow-up skill counts towards the bounty as well, so this is just going to further help you out. The reward for completing the Stalk Your Prey bounty is both the Crimson Werewolf Torso and Trousers. For the Bring Fire to the Night bounty, you have to kill 15 volatiles with firearms. It's also super easy to do, as all you have to do is pick any safe zone of your choosing that has a range of UV light around the premises and simply start a chase and hold on to it until you kill 15 volleys with your firearm. The reward for completion is the Crimson Werewolf Bracers, the next piece in the exotic outfit and gear set. You also get the Mooncall. It's a unique paraglider. Once you complete the set of bounties in the Grown Wolf quest, it is finally time to move on to quest 3, that being the Hunt the Stray pack. And believe it or not, this quest does not have any bounties. Instead, you'll have to follow the clues to track down the stray wolf. Firstly, the quest will send you to your bed and stash at the Fisheye or Central Loop safe zone. You'll find a letter that leads you to your next objective. You will then follow the quest marker that will lead you to the front of the VNC tower. There you'll find a set of footprints that if you follow, it will lead you to the stray wolf. The stray wolf is just another renegade, as if you didn't kill enough of those already. Simply kill the renegade, loot the body nearby, and it'll give you coordinates to an apartment complex in Old Villador. You'll have to kill a volatile, so of course be ready for that. There will be another corpse you have to loot that'll give you a key card to get into a room within the upper floor of the complex, where you'll find a chest that'll not only complete the quest, but will also give you the rewards for completing the quest. The reward for completing this quest will be the Crimson Werewolf Howl, an exotic rifle. It's the exotic version of the Nightwolf's rifle launcher. At this point, it's time to move on to the next and final quest of the bundle, that being the Infected Wolf. In the Infected Wolf quest, you'll have to kill a Tyrant Volatile. And lucky for me, while recording this, the RNG gods decided to hit me up with a Tyrant Volatile encounter right next to the Nightwolf Tyrant Volatile. The Tyrant Volatile is the alpha. Once you kill the alpha, you'll be sent to the central loop or fisheye safe zone once again, where you'll be awarded the entire set of the Crimson Wolf outfit and gear set. So looking at the stats of the Nightwolf's gear set, looks like we get 3% damage resistance at night, 4% damage with ranged weapons, 5% damage with one-handed weapons, 5% less stamina cost with melee weapons, and an 8% recognition time. Every piece of the gear set offers the same stats, so with 6 items in the gear set, all of these are stacked up to 6 times. Now looking at the Crimson Werewolf gear set, looks like we get 5% damage resistance at night, 5% damage with ranged weapons, 6% damage with one-handed weapons, 6% less stamina cost with melee weapons, and a 10% recognition time. And just like the Nightwolf's gear set, all pieces of the Crimson Werewolf gear set also offer the same stats per piece. And that wraps up the Nightwolf Evolving Bundle, and that also wraps it up for me in this video. Let me know what you think about the bundle in the comments below, if you think it's a step in the right direction or a step backwards. And of course, if you like this video, let me know by leaving a like on the video, feel free to comment, and of course, as always, consider subscribing to the channel, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.